Giancarlo Stanton wanted to play in the New York spotlight on a contending team for the first time in his career. It's why he waived his no-trade clause, he said, because he knew exactly what he was getting himself into. A lot of it has to do with you guys, the media. The good times will be magnified and so will the bad times, Stanton said before the season started. The fans expect a lot, so be prepared. I expect a lot too, so we're in the same boat. Yet here was the reigning NL MVP at his locker following Game No. 67 as a Yankee on Sunday, another game in which he failed to come through in the clutch, giving reporters short answers. His terse 1-minute, 24-second session, featuring 8 questions and totaling 43 words. It would be premature to write Stanton off already given all he's accomplished, but it's obvious he hasn't lived up to the enormous expectations so far that come with bringing a 10-year, $295 million contract, of which the Yankees owe $265 million if he doesn't opt out following the 2020 campaign, to the Bronx. And the argument that he was excess and the Bombers needed starting pitching more than additional power hitting is prevailing so far, even if Stanton was too significant of a talent for Brian Cashman and co. to pass up on in exchange for the price of Starlin Castro and a couple prospects. Stanton struck out twice in Sunday's 3-1 loss to the Rays, both in crucial spots. He has a .608 ops with runners in scoring position, and is 4 for 34 in late. This is what Stanton signed up for. He's a dangerous but well below average hitter in terms of approach, said one scout. Stanton's lack of pitch recognition burned him in the fifth when, with 2 on and 2 outs and the count 1-0, he took a pair of fastball strikes from lefty Jose Alvarado before waving at a breaking ball in the dirt. "You suck," a fan yelled after the at-bat. Then, in the 8th, with Didi Gregorius at second, Stanton swung through a 3-2 cutter from righty Diego Castillo, the second time he chased the cutter away in that AB. Stanton has a .678 ops against righties and a .683 ops at Yankee Stadium. Asked what his approach was in those at-bats, Stanton replied, "Get a good pitch to hit." Reaction to Aaron Boone saying his timing was off, Stanton replied, "Yeah, probably. Why? It's getting better." "It's getting better," Stanton replied. "What tells you that?" "I'm seeing the ball better. The results haven't been there." "Yeah, making small progress," Stanton replied. It was nearly a year ago, June 19, to be exact, that the 28-year-old DH closed off his stance with incredible results. But Stanton, who has been susceptible to fastballs in and breaking balls away from righties as a result, isn't considering making any changes to his stance now, even though it might be a good idea to try something different. "How come?" "Because I don't want to," Stanton replied. Stanton, of course, isn't the only Yankee struggling. Gary Sanchez, who is hitting .192, had an awful at-bat himself in the 8th, swinging through 2 low cutters from Castillo for a 3-pitch K. Sanchez has an .624 ops against righties, snapping in 0 for 18 stretch against them with a single. Although Stanton had a single and a walk earlier in the game, when it came time to do damage in crunch time, he didn't deliver, a far too common occurrence in 2018. Boone should consider dropping Stanton out of the cleanup spot against right-handed pitching while keeping Sanchez 6th or 7th, perhaps moving the kids up instead. While the Bombers have gotten along just fine for the most part, relying on Gleyber Torres and Miguel Andujar to carry them from the bottom of the lineup, the long wait for the notorious streaky Stanton to get hot and carry the Bombers as expected continues. Asked if it was tough going through all these struggles with his new team, Stanton replied, "Yes, what's going to get you through it? Keep working. Never stop. Nothing else to do," Stanton replied. "The bad times have been magnified. The pressure is still on. For that to change, Giancarlo Stanton simply needs to finally hit."